Welcome to the Busy to Balance podcast. I am your host, Jamie Zweer, and I'm the founder of Oh How Healthy. This podcast is all about how to show you, the overworked, overwhelmed, and occasionally unhealthy woman, how to find health and balance in all different areas of your life. I will share with you digestible, bite-sized bits of info on everything from balancing a healthy plate to keeping a healthy home and everything in between. Now listen, I know that you are busy, and that is why I will keep these episodes short, sweet, and to the point. Now let's dive into today's episode. Hey guys, so funny story I wanted to share with you. So my little infamous question that I like to ask people is, how do you find balance in a busy life? And I thought it was pretty funny because someone caught me off guard and asked me the other day, Jamie, how are you balancing this all? This was brought up because I was talking about 2 new programs that I'm putting out, and we were sitting there for lunch and, all the different factors in life. But anyway, this question caught me off guard and they asked me, how are you finding balance for all this? And I was like, and I had to think about it for a second. But really, my idea of balance doesn't mean that things are perfectly in balance. It doesn't mean that I'm getting, 25% time for our family and 25% time for a work and 25% time for household things, and then that does not mean balance to me. Balance means that some days are great, some days are perfectly planned out and organized, some weeks are like that, and then some days are a hot mess, and some weeks you just can't get your bearings. And it's okay, because you just recalibrate each day and each week. And I really think that it comes down to just taking one day at a time and 1 minute at a time, 1 moment at a time. And these things then translate to you finding a sense of, a centered place to be and balance in any given moment. So, but I just wanted to share with you things that my response to this question. And I think it comes down to maybe 3 or 4 main tips that I want to share with you, because the way, and I've said this before on this podcast, but really the way that I find balance is by focusing on putting healthy foods into my mouth, and it allows me to have a high threshold for putting a lot on my plate. Because when you eat well, you feel well, you have enough energy, you are sleeping better, just things kind of fall into place when you're treating your body and you're feeding it proper foods. Now, that also means when you're eating well that you're not just, eating on autopilot. You're taking time, you're chewing your food, you're eating with intention, you're drinking enough water, you're taking care of yourself, you're respecting yourself. And that's exactly why, shameless plug here, but this is why the cookbook came to be. If that was kind of misleading for you, you're like, yeah, you're this balance coach and you talk about, going from busy to balance, but where did the cookbook come from? And the basis behind the cookbook was these were foods and things that I was eating and microwaving a sweet potato and spiralizing a cucumber, and the way that I was able to get healthy foods into my mouth with no time or no effort at all, because eating well has always been important to me. I like to eat a lot. So the idea, I could scarf down 3 pieces of pizza, but I can also fill myself up just as much and feel much better about what I'm doing for myself by eating a large salad with some grilled chicken and some, buffalo sauce if I'm craving that buffalo flavor, and, peppers and whatever else. That is much more appealing to me than the pizza. Yes, pizza's delicious. Yes, I love cheeseburgers, hamburgers, but I also love feeling good, and I also love giving myself the energy and the motivation to then do different things. So I think my number 1 answer to that question was I eat really well. The next response is that I don't try to burn the candle at both ends. There's going to be some weeks where I'm like this week where I'm creating a new program and putting things into place, and things are just in overdrive right now. So yes, I am up later at night, but you won't find me up at midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Like, no, I get a minimum of 6 hours of sleep at night and a maximum of about 8 or 9. I really don't sleep past 8 hours. I just naturally like kind of wake myself up like a charged battery. I laugh every time I do. I'm like, oh, that was exactly 8 hours. So, on average 6 to 8 hours a night. I make sure it's a priority to me to sleep well, because that is when you're sleeping, your body is able to process things. It's able to heal. It's able to, reset. Your brain is kind of working through all that you learned that day. Your body is healing. It's like you need sleep. You may think like, well, I need to get all this stuff done, but no, you need that sleep in order so you can be sharper and more focused and re-energize and put together for the next day. So sleep was my next response. So I eat well, I sleep well, and also I like to work out. I'm not perfect with my workouts. I don't work out every day. And when I get to the gym, I'm not like, killing it each day and like, banging out like 200-pound squats. Like, some days are heavier, where I'm lifting. Some days are cardio. Some days are just different things. But I like to make it to the gym because it puts me into an aligned state. I don't need to get to the gym every day, but I know that being up a little bit earlier, getting my blood flowing, sweating, releasing some toxins, drinking water, being around people, those things energize me and make me feel good. So those mornings where my alarm goes off and I'm like, forget that, like I do not want to go to the gym, I make sure I do it because I eventually feel better by, missing out on 40 minutes of sleep, but being in that aligned space and getting that sweat on and doing something good for my body and releasing those toxins. And sometimes, my husband always makes fun of me. Sometimes I'm at the gym and I'm like not doing anything productive really. Like I said, some days are cardio, some days are lifting, some days are floor exercises, some days are stretching and classes, but I don't care. I'm at the gym because I'm moving, like I'm not just standing on my phone, like I'm doing something productive, but just the act of sticking to my schedule and sticking to something that makes me feel good eventually puts me into a better state of mind and in a better mood for the rest of the day. Another thing that I do is that I really try not to compare myself to anyone else. I really don't. I stay in my own lane. I stay focused on myself and not focusing on other people and what they're doing, or, oh, look at what she's got going on, or look at all that they have. Like, I don't really care. Like, I cheer everyone on. I want everyone to do well, but I'm focused on myself and my own work and my own well-being, not in a selfish way. I care about other people, but my emphasis and my focus is not on everyone else. And that, this kind of ties into fear and being scared of certain things and not doing things because it won't be as good as whatever she has going on, or it won't be as good as that. And really, like, who cares? People are interested in you and the work that you do and the compassion and the caring and the love and all that you bring to the table because you are you. So whether it's finances or, work or family or being a good friend or whatever it is, just do the best that you can do and try not to compare yourself to other people, because then your energy is just zapped and, it's just not a really good feeling. So I guess that would be point 4. Just stay in your own lane, stay focused, prioritize tasks, prioritize things that you need to do. Don't try to do everything all at once. Don't try to do everything all in one day, in 1 week. Prioritize. So break things down. Know that you are good enough. Don't let fear hold you back, and prioritize. Set a to-do list. Put your top 3 things on that to-do list and focus on that and only that. So those things are the things that really come to mind when I was kind of thrown off by this question, and I thought about it and I said, you know what? I eat well. I make sure that I'm sleeping well. I make sure that I, put myself in alignment and get to the gym. And also, I don't really focus or care too much about what other people are doing. And also, this is like pure passion that I have for my work and for what I do and for this podcast and for you listeners and for it all. Because if it was passionless work, you better believe I wouldn't be up late or early in the morning doing this work. Like, this is something that is my calling, and I honestly would feel like bad or guilty if I wasn't getting it to you. So these are things that motivate me and motivates me so much to get to do this work and coach women and get my cookbook in your hands and have you listen to the podcast and read things that I write and listen to talks. Like, that's everything to me. And it's something that is beneficial to you and fulfilling to me. Then why would I not want to? I have to like make a conscious effort. Like, okay, you gotta shut down the computer. Like, you gotta like turn off your brain because, you can start again tomorrow, but it's passion work. And I really encourage you for you to find something that you are just as passionate about. And there is something. We are all good at something. There is something for all of us to do in this world. We were put on this world for a reason, whether you think so or not. You are special. You are amazing. You have a gift. And, just take some time, think about it. Most likely your gift is something that you're probably overlooking, first of all. And it's probably something that you're saying is just your hobby. So you may be a lawyer, you may be a teacher, you may be a doctor, and you're like, but I really love knitting and I spend the majority of my time when I'm home or at the weekends like knitting, or I really love painting. But you instantly, so that right there, that's probably your passion. And you can make a career out of whatever it is you want to do. You're not going to leave your job right away and transition into it, but there is a process that you can start. You can believe that you can do it. There's, do it as a side thing for now. If you really want it bad enough, then you can have it. And that's the process that I went through. I was in a job that I just didn't love, and I'm just not the kind of person that settled. I was teaching, and I would just it was just the worst feeling. I would wake up and I would think like, is this the rest of my life? Like, I just couldn't. I couldn't. And I mentally checked out, and I'm kind of hasty. I kind of do things before I'm ready, but I also know that I am determined. Like, I'm a very determined person, and my work ethic is there and my heart is in it. And there's no alternative for me. The same goes for you. You want to do what's right for you and your family. You want to make smart decisions, but you also want to do things that make you happy. And when you're happy, the money naturally flows, the energy naturally flows, the glow on your face naturally is there. Your life naturally becomes imbalanced. So my short answer in a recap, I guess in 5 points to how do I find balance in a busy life. So thank you very much, my dear friend, for asking me this question yesterday at lunch. But I'm eating well, I'm sleeping well, I work out daily, and it puts me into an alignment. I don't compare myself to others, and I'm passionate about my work, and I'm determined about what it is that I'm doing. So I don't know if that was helpful for you. I kind of felt like I needed to share this with you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And there is a way for you to find the time, the energy, the motivation, the determination, and the organization. There is a way for you to achieve that in your life. And, me, I'm a coach. I coach women through this. I help you through this. This is what I do as a coach. That is the work that I do that I am so passionate about. I show you how you can find the time, how you can find the energy, how you can fit these easy, effective workouts into your day, how you can fit these easy, delicious recipes into your life, how you can manage this all. It's totally doable. It does not always look perfect, but it is doable. And so if you're ever interested in that, reach out to me. My website is ohowhealthy, ohowhealthy. There's a link where you can apply for a free consult with me. And, I hope that you reach out, because I want you to find this balance in your day-to-day life. I want you to find this happiness, this health, this wellness, this joy, this passion in your day-to-day life. So, all right, that's it from me. I hope you found this helpful, and I will be talking to everyone very soon. Have a great day, guys.